Hi everyone, it's Peggy Merwin with Stamp with Peggy. It is Monday, September 23rd. Can you believe we only have one more full week, or this is the last full week of September already? I apologize for being a couple minutes late, but thank you for joining me tonight. Fall was officially yesterday began, so I decided it was a good time to make some fall cards. There's a stamp set that in the catalog the leaves are adorable, but you kind of bypass it a little bit. So I decided that's what we were going to do. We did use it for those of you who were with us this last weekend for our Stampin' Sisters Holiday Hoopla. We used it then. It's the Caring Leaves, and so I decided it was a good chance to pull it back in. Thank you all for joining and for saying lots of fun little things. Sorry, I got to do this. I forgot to go grab other glasses again as I'm running late as usual. Okay, we have catch up to do from last week's name drawers. So again, likes, loves, tagging. We're getting lots of views. That's awesome. So you guys, thank you so much for sharing everything and telling everybody about where to come on Monday nights. I do appreciate it. The first lucky winner gets the 24-26 color resin dots. Lots of bright, fun colors. And the winner of this one is Elizabeth Merkel. So Elizabeth, I will be getting this in the mail to you. I think I have your address in my stash of things. If not, then I will kind of put a little poster message out, or you can double check and message me and let me know. The next lucky person gets the 23-25 in color dots. Okay, so this is Copper Clay, Boho Blue, Moody Mauve, and Wild Wheat, and then there's something else up there, but I can't remember. Okay, and the lucky winner of this is Ruth. So Ruth, I will be popping this in the mail to you. Thank you so much. And then I did not comment back on many last week, as last week was kind of a blur getting ready for the weekend. So I apologize for that, but I did go through and do 2 name draws. And the first one are the transparent adhesive back dots. These are not available right now to order. So these are a commodity, and they have greens in them, which turned out so lucky because my green fan, Linda Vanderspool, this one's for you. So I will bring this to class Wednesday night for you. I'm still playing catch up on getting some in the mail, and those will go out this week, cross my heart. The last lucky winner is the Cherry Cobbler and Pearl adhesive backed berries. Again, these are not available right now. They should be coming back in very soon, but right now they're not available. And the lucky winner of this one is Becky White. So Becky, thank you so much. And again, I will get that popped out in the mail. So lots of goodies going out in the mail this week. Those who participated in our holiday hoopla, kits in the mail, those kits went out today, so you should be getting them Wednesday or Thursday. So we just had a really good time. We had 29 people with us, and we made wonderful, fabulous projects. It was fabulous. Okay, trying to see some names of who's saying hi on here. It's awesome. Okay, let me get myself pulled up here so that I can be watching. What did you guys do this weekend? Hopefully everybody had a wonderful weekend. Saturday was very hot. We were very grateful to be inside in the air conditioning. In fact, it was a little chilly in the air conditioning. And then Sunday we got rain, which was much needed. It was much cooler, but the humidity was very high. But again, we were inside and we were enjoying each other's company, so it was wonderful. Oh, good, Teresa. Teresa picked hers up because she wasn't able to stay, so now she needs to take some time to be able to do her holiday hoopla. Roseanne, thank you. Wednesday night this week, so later in the week, I'll have some fun cards to share from our Coffee, Cocoa, and Christmas cards class. So it's a Christmas cards. It's a 3-month series that I'm doing. So September's the first month. We're making 10 cards, 5 different cards, 2 of each. And then we'll do it again towards the end of October and again in November. Again, you can always do kits. If you can't join me in person, you can always do a kit. There is no stamping done, so you will have to use your own stamps, or when I let you know what they are, you can purchase them. Now I'm getting ready for Fall Fest, which is in 2 weeks. So everything's designed. Now I just have to get cut out and have some fun with that. Okay, on to tonight. We're coming into the end of September, which means the end of our Stampin' Up! Year. It also means the end of a quarter and the beginning of a new quarter. Next Tuesday starts our new Stampin' Up! Year. It will be October 1st, which means we have new online exclusives coming out. There's new kits available, and I saw a couple other, and I haven't had a chance to look at it to see. Something sounds like maybe a clearance rack refresh. Yay. And then maybe a couple other things, but I don't know what I can talk about yet because I haven't been able to look at or listen to it. So keep your ears out because I'll be posting. Keep your eyes out, I guess. I'll also be posting before too much longer. Sign up for my 12 Days of Christmas gifts. That's well, I shouldn't say no stamping because there's usually some, but that is gifting yourself or someone you like that you know paper crafts. And you get, it's kind of like an advent calendar of paper crafting. So you get 12 gifts, all packaged with numbers on them, so that December 1st through the 12th, you can open and you have fun little items, some projects. So keep an eye out because I'll be posting that out soon. And I'll also be posting out my Santa's Workshop, which is a kind of day retreat-ish, evening retreat of Christmas gift items. Okay, more to come on all of that, but just kind of keep an eye out for. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and put the camera down. So give me 2 seconds here. Okay, let's do this so you don't have to look up at the ceiling as I'm doing it. You get to look down at the little glass mat instead. Okay, move those. Let's pull this forward. Okay, I'm coming up, so get ready. Annie, I don't know yet the price on the 12 Days of Christmas. Last year, oops, what did I just do? Close that. Okay, sorry about that. Last year, I believe it might have been $45. It just kind of depends on what I got to kind of get it all in my head as to what it is. I try to do roughly $3 to $4 items in each gift bag or little project, daily gift, whatever. But I will post all of that out. Just kind of keep an eye out and start tucking a little money away. Great gift item, again, for those who like to paper craft with you. Okay, I'm trying to push this stuff so that you can't see things yet. Okay, this is the Caring Leaves stamp set. Okay, it's a very simple stamp set. And that's why I said it kind of gets overlooked a little bit. We've got just 2 different shapes of leaves, and we've got 2 outlines. And then You're Simply the Best and Some Things Never Change. There is no die to go with this. Okay, so some of you are going to love me because there's some fussy cutting. And this has right now been my go-to for greetings. It's got a great happy birthday. And this is what I used on the projects. And I did say projects, plural, for tonight. Okay. I also pulled in, because it's fall and the colors. So I grabbed a package of the Regal designer paper. Thought I was going to use a couple of them, but I ended up using the Pretty Peacock stripe. I saw a card that was really cute. So I kind of went with that, casing and getting my start. I dropped my mini glue dots, so remind me they're on the floor when I can't find them. Okay, so we're going to start with the first one. That is, and I just misplaced, oh, there it is right there. So let's scoot this one over here. Okay, so we're starting with Pretty Peacock. That is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. Okay, so we're going to fold it in half. Again, line your edges and then give it a nice score, or burnish, I guess. Okay, the card's going to go this way. I'm trying to get this a little closer. Okay, then I took a piece of Lost Lagoon because I love kind of that, I guess, little monochromatic light and dark. And then I took a piece of basic beige and I used the falling leaf embossing folder. It's one of the 3D embossing folders. So remember, when you put it through the machine, it's only your platform, this, and the gray top. You don't need the clear acrylic platform when you're doing this. Otherwise, they get very, very bowed, okay? So I knew that I wanted to put a greeting down here, and I forgot to bring that over with me, so I'll have to go grab that. So you can adjust where you want to put your piece to be able to get embossed. So I kind of ran it right up towards this top part so that the whole top and left got embossed, but it left the bottom corner. Okay, let me go grab the ink pad and the stamp. Okay, so we're doing happy birthday because I have lots of fall birthdays. We're using Pretty Peacock ink. And so I'm just going to stamp it right down in the bottom, like that. Okay, so we can go ahead and adhere these together. So again, it's the card base is standard, and then the Lost Lagoon is 4 inches by 5 1/4. And then I'm using basic beige, and that is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. That gets, oops, I ran right off the paper. Do you guys do that too? Then I have stickies everywhere. Okay, so then that goes on the front of our card. Yeah, Margie, if you don't have this embossing folder yet, I ended up, because apparently I pulled it, thought it was gone, so I just bought a new one again because I really like it. Okay, then I have the designer paper. Again, it's the Regals, the Pretty Peacock, and it is 1 3/4 by 5 1/8, and I'm going to adhere it to a 2 by 5 1/8 of the Pretty Peacock. Okay, so we're going to line it up side to side, center it top to bottom-ish. Okay, and then I have a piece of linen thread, and I'm going to start with, I don't know, 5 or 6 inches. I'm going to hold it on the side, and then I'm going to wrap it around my piece twice. And I ended up, I didn't think I had much left on my roll, so I just took it all off. Okay, so let's get that. Okay, so I have 2 ends that are roughly 5 inches, enough to be able to tie a bow. And the left-handed in me just can't tolerate that. Okay, I'm going to tuck it underneath it all, and I'm going to tie a bow over on the side. And I can't use my bow maker on this, or at least I haven't figured out how to get it in and maneuver it all. Okay, and then we're going to scoot our sides, get the bow the size we want. Okay, then I'm also going to scoot it, and I really can, I promise, so that it's a little bit closer to the side than I had it tied. That's the good thing about not adhering it down, because you can slide it wherever you need to. And then I'm going to trim those off. And then this is going to go onto my card front with dimensionals, of course, because I have to get my fix of dimensionals in, right? I'm scooting right along. All right, then we're going to attach this. And I'm going to bring it down so that the leaves show a little bit more, and there's a little less blank space by the greeting. And I think I'm straight. Okay. Then I did a strip of leaves. this is really cool because it's, and I'm trying to think what it's called, distinctive stamp. So we have the inside image, and it's kind of all scruffed up already. And then we have the outside. So what I do, and I didn't bring a scrap piece, okay? I ink up the inside, and then I stamp it off. Let's pretend this is my scrap paper. And then I stamp it down so that the inside of my leaf is lighter. And this one turned out quite light. And see, sometimes you get the little, it picks up darker colors in some of the inks. That's okay. Then we're going to take the outline. Some of you like to do the outline first and then the inside. Some of them I do and some of them I don't. Okay? So then it kind of lines up. It doesn't have to line up exactly. And then there's not a die, like I said. So we're going to have to fussy cut it, which is honestly very easy. And I am not going to fussy cut all of them because I'll finish putting this one together. I've got one that's all done already. So I'll show you that one instead. But remember, when you're fussy cutting, turn your paper, not your scissors. Okay? It goes much easier. You get a smoother, less choppy look if you do that. If you try to be perfect with it, you will not get as nice of a cut as if you just plain go with it. Okay? And so just like that, we have one of them cut out. Okay? So then, boom, 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 we cut out the other three. And then we're going to attach the leaves onto here with dimensionals. And by the power of TV, ta-da! So there we have them all spread across, really nice. Just kind of up and down, going both directions, okay? And then inside, I did another layer of Lost Lagoon and Basic Beige. So very simple. The only thing that's rougher is this. And again, when you're watching TV, sit and cut your leaves out. Oh, there you go. And Linda just did my reminder. Okay, let's get those things out of the way. I've got another card for you, and then I've got another project. Okay, got to scoot down to see. Linda reminded everybody that next Monday is the last day of September. That means if you have not done your card sketch challenge yet, you need to get that in. You have 1 week to do it, and we're already over 20 this month. Yay! I'm so excited. So now, you know, of course, I have to push the bar a little bit. So I'd really like to hit 25. We only need a couple more to be able to do that. Okay, so if you have not turned in your card sketch challenge yet, get it done. You have a week. I'll be putting a reminder out again so that we can get as many as possible. Okay, all right, so there's our first card. Then I decided I really like this embossing folder and I really like this stamp set. So this time I'm doing copper clay, again, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4, fold it in half, and burnish it really well. This one's gonna go up and down. And so this time I used Pretty Peacock as my layer. My card base is the copper clay. And then again, I embossed my basic beige piece. This time I turned the embossing folder this way so that I had more blank space up here because it's kind of going to get covered right there. All right, so we can go ahead and adhere our layers. And I did the Pretty Peacock at 4 by 5 1/4, and then the basic beige at, again, 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. I wanted just kind of that little light rim of Pretty Peacock. Okay, So we're just going to put that on there. Again, I put the blank corner up in the upper right. All right, I got little things on me. And before I forget on this one, I'm going to go ahead and do the inside with the same layers. Now you could stamp. I kind of played a little bit and I wasn't happy with what I was getting at the last minute, but you could stamp a leaf or two on the inside at the bottom, or you could emboss just a little bit up in the top corner so it looks like falling leaves inside. Okay. And let's stick that on there. So that's the inside of our card. Okay. Then I have layers of copper clay that are 3 by 3, 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. So let's adhere this onto here. Then I have a basic beige that is 2.5 by 2.5, and I stamped Happy Birthday at the bottom with the pretty peacock. That's also going down flat. Okay. And Linda's requesting Thanksgiving card ideas in October. Ooh. That's going to be a rough one because we really don't have. So I'll have to do a little searching on that. We don't have anything that is Thanksgiving. I'm not sure we even have Thanksgiving greetings. But we'll find. We've got grateful, of course. That's always a good one for Thanksgiving. So we'll check and see what kind of, maybe I can find some fun techniques to share instead of just plain stamping. So I'll see what I can find. Because you guys know I love when you give me suggestions of things. Okay, so again, here's our blank corner. So we're going to put this up towards the top so that you can see all the little falling leaves down here. Okay, and then I stamped 2 of the leaves in copper clay and 1 of the other shape in pretty peacock, and we fussy cut those. And I think I might have even trimmed off some of the stem. Usually I start out when I'm fussy cutting, I start out with the full length of the stem. And then as I'm doing things, I'm like, nope, that's getting in the way. So then you just lop it off. Okay, oops. So again, it's a very fast cut. Okay, so we're going to cut some of that off. And by the power of TV, we have those added onto there. I forgot to grab any embellishments and add on, so I will be doing that yet too. But I did tie a double bow again, and then I attached that with a mini glue dot. So there's that. And then, I mean, if it's birthdays, now where did I put it? There it is. If it's birthdays, then we should have something to do a birthday gift, right? Just kind of a little something small. I forgot my green glue. Okay. So Stampin' Up! Has in the holiday mini catalog these amazing book boxes. And at first it's like, okay, what is that? A book box. So it comes, and it is heavy cardstock or heavy cardboard. Okay. It comes all scored. So you fold the tabs and you fold, and you know, we fold everything before we start assembling, and it really should be burnished well also. But for the sake of time, okay, we're going to tuck the little tabs in. It comes with tear and tape already on it. So tuck those tabs in, fold that down over the top of it. Do the same thing on the other side. Tuck the little tabs in, fold the top down over, and there is your box base. Super sturdy, big enough to put, I saw somebody put extra gum in it. I put 2 of the pumpkin peanut butter, Reese's peanut butter cups, little things in there. That fit perfect. So there's lots of, you could put a gift card in there. You could put some Ghirardelli chocolates in there. Okay. Then here's the wrap for the outside. So your box goes in there like that, and then it folds over. How cute. You could do it as decoration. put believe, put Merry Christmas, stack them for the holidays. You could do Thanksgiving colored ones and just use them as decoration. Okay, I'm starting with a piece of basic beige that is 4 inches by about 7 1/8. Okay, and then I also cut a piece of copper clay that is 1 inch by about 3 1/4. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to glue on this copper clay piece, and I'm getting some real bad shadowing here. Okay, and so we're just going to stick it right on there, and I'm overlapping it at the top so that I can trim that off, and that copper clay piece will be rounded just like the strip itself. Okay, and then we're going to put glue all the way around. And again, I know some of you hate, Linda, the green glue. It really is the best for a project like this. Okay, just go light. You don't need tons. It doesn't need to be real thick. Okay, so then we're going to overlap the copper clay, and we're trying to line it up top and bottom and here. If it hangs over a little bit on this side, we can trim it off. It's easy to do there. Okay. Yes, Annie, these boxes are in the mini catalog. I had the package here, just a second. It is right here. Okay, they come 10 in a package. Whoops. And they are the book treat boxes. They are item number 164048. And it's super easy for anyone to assemble. Okay, make sure that this is stuck down really well. Best to kind of leave it for a little bit. Then I wanted to continue the rounded corners that they have. So then I just snip that. And then I come up here and I snip this. I just follow the line there. Oops, I'm trying to get... Okay, I am struggling tonight. Okay, go away. I got something on my screen I just don't want. I lost you guys and I got, I don't know, a bunch of political stuff. There we go. I'm like, yeah, I don't want that. Okay, then I want this corner. And then we're going to snip this off. And round that corner. Get rid of that stuff. Okay. And again, it's best to let it sit for a little bit, but because of time, we're just going to go ahead. Okay. There's strips of tear and tape inside. So we're going to, what I found was the easiest is take the bottom edge, line it up against the score line so it's in between the score lines, line it up side to side, and then peel off the bottom one. And then you can fold it and attach, and then you can sneak in there and get that other one out and attach. That's how simple this box goes together. They have a piece of tear and tape in here so that you could seal it shut. But I didn't really like that because once I go to decorate it, then I have to kind of tear it apart. Okay, so we are going to decorate it. I've got a piece of Pretty Peacock that is 2.5 by 3 1/4. And then I have my good old copper clay that is 2 1/4 by 3. So we're just going to adhere those together. Then I have a piece of basic beige that is, 2 inches by 2 3/4 inches. And I did emboss that with the leaf embossing folder. So it's all over the whole thing. Leaves are falling everywhere. Okay. And then what I did is flip it over, and on one side, which is going to be the left side of the book, I put 3 dimensionals, and then I put one in each corner here. Nothing here. Don't put anything here. Don't put anything here. Why? Because we're going to be able to tuck that little band right underneath this piece. Nope, that's the one I missed. Okay, so we're going to pull this back in here. We're going to hold it down. We're going to fold the tab over. Okay, so our box is closed. Our treats are in there. Then we're going to take this. Again, this is the empty side, no dimensionals. Okay, so we can center it on the front of the box, just like that. And then you can pull this out to get to the treat. You can load it, and then you can, of course, when I'm holding it in midair, not as easy, but then it just tucks underneath there, and it holds the box shut very well, right? Okay. Then, and I lost one of my pieces. It was just right here. Where did I put it? Okay. Well, there is a strip that says happy birthday somewhere. Okay, that's going to end up going right across here. We are going to fussy cut our leaves. And I'm hoping that I can look and see the little happy birthday. It's just a little white strip that is 1/4 inch by what, it's got to be about 2 3/4, 3 inches. So if I need to, I can go quickly, I think, grab another one so we can get everybody on their way. Look at that, 3 projects tonight in just over half an hour. Would have been longer, of course, if I had cut out all of my leaves. And I'm going to go ahead and cut this one out too, so that we can finish this one. Okay. Saying possibly on the floor with glue dots. I didn't put glue dots on it, but yeah, Linda, that's where I looked too, was on the floor to see if I had put it there or if it had fallen when my scissors fell. Okay, I am going to snip that stem off. Okay, I really don't see it. So let's grab a piece. Of course, I don't have any white ones. Okay, give me just a second. Okay, I got a really long one, but that's okay. We are going to use the Pretty Peacock and the Happy Birthday. And I just did it so that it was right over close to the edge. So again, you're just kind of grabbing a scrap. And then I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to just snip it close to the H. You know I'm going to find it now, right? Okay, we're going to adhere that to the copper clay. And I'm going to go close to the edge. And then I can snip off this edge. Okay, now let's get our dimensionals in here. I want some chunks for the greeting. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we're going to put 2 on this one. And we're going to put, these boxes remind me, that's, see, Tammy, that is exactly, they definitely remind us of our good old Lifesaver boxes that we all got when we were little growing up. And then they used to be 2-sided with 10 rolls of Lifesavers. And then they changed it and it was only 1-sided. You only got 5 rolls of Lifesavers. And then it was always the icky ones. You got 2 of the icky ones and only 1 of the good ones. Okay, so I put my leaves on like that with a little bit of an opening in there. And so then we're going to put 1 dimensional chunk there. We're going to put 1 on each end. Pull this off. Okay. And then we're going to just put this right over the top of those stems, centering it kind of back and forth. Clear everything off. And look at your adorable, let's do it this way, birthday set of cards and a gift, right? Okay. If anybody is interested in kits to make these, I will do a free kit with any $35 order placed with me this week using this host code. We have just over a week left on this host code, okay? And then I will cut supplies for you. I will emboss for you, but it will not be stamped, okay? Reminder that I can't do that per Stampin' Up! Policy. I will add some little embellishments on here, and I will include those in your kits also. Get that stuff out of the way. So again, it's the curing leaves. If you have other leaf sets, you can use whatever will fit onto the pieces of paper that I give you. But then you can make a set of these to have ready for your fall birthdays. Okay? Any questions? Oh, thanks. I'm glad you guys like these. I was having a blast with. Like I said, the stamp set at first kind of looks like, oh, what am I going to do with it? But it's a lot of fun to be able to watch. Okay, everybody have a fabulous week. Enjoy, do some fun stamping, and make sure that if you have not done your card challenge yet, that you get it in. Let's make sure we hit 25 this month. Okay, everybody have a fabulous week. I will see you next Monday. Bye.